distinguished guests on the dais and friends. I am Manoj Agarwal, State Project Director, Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan and Commissioner Primary Education and Midday Meals, State Government of Gujarat. Today, as we all know, here in this seminar hall, we are discussing about various aspects of the education, and specifically now we are discussing about the aspects of the evaluation and assessment, alternative assessment strategy and innovative approaches in evaluation. Friends, before I come to the alternative assessment strategy, very briefly I like to tell you about what is happening in the primary education field in the state of Gujarat, because I am working as the State Project Director Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan in Gujarat. The RTE Act came into existence on 1/4/2010, and since then a lot of changes have taken place as far as primary education is concerned. As we all know, the children between the age group of 6 to 14 got a fundamental right of quality education, free quality education, which covers the standard classes from 1 to 8. Similarly, the RTE Act lays down various norms and standards relating to pupil-teacher ratio, buildings and infrastructure, school working days, teacher working days, etc. Now, as we all know, the vision of RTE Act is to bridge all the gender and social gaps and universal enrollment and retention of the child, specifically for the primary education, because I like to focus more on the primary education. This gives a brief idea about the general statistics of the state of Gujarat. The total population is more than 6 crores. Literacy rate is close to 80%, and the population of 6 to 14 years children is around 78 lakhs. As far as number of districts is concerned, there are 26 districts, then 224 blocks, and around 19,776 villages, and the number of total school is more than 40,000. The net enrollment ratio, as we can all see, is increasing, and I am glad to inform the gathering here that it is increasing, and it is now close to 100%. This is true for the girls and boys. You can see the gender gap has narrowed as far as the enrollment is concerned. Similarly, the dropout rate is also dropping, and it has for classes 1 to 5 now it is close to 2%, and for standard 1 to 7 it is around 8%. So the dropout rate is also constantly falling down. As far as the implementation of RTE Act is concerned, the Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan is going all out to have the public-private partnership in all aspects. We are to get to deliver quality services to its population by using the expertise of the private sector. We have roped in many NGOs for giving the training to school management committee members, for doing the survey and other works, and to provide aid and appliances to CWSN, that is the children with special needs. And similarly, in many other fields, we are taking the help of various non-government organizations. Now, as far as ICT is concerned, these tools are being used for providing a better education to the primary school children, and specifically through the Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan. Through the using ICT tools, we all know we can ensure the transparency, quality, speed, and reduce the human errors. In primary education, we are using ICT in a big way. We have already started, because we are getting sufficient funds also. We are using geographical information system for school mapping, migration monitoring system, computer aided learning. Then we are using the broadcast of the study lessons through BISAG. We are using this in our various quality monitoring system, enrollment system. Then we are doing the online recruitment of the teachers. We are also doing the child mapping using ICT technology, and similarly we are also going to provide internet connectivity to a large number of schools. GIS mapping is very helpful because as per the IT Act we have to provide neighborhood schools to various children in far-flung areas. So using this method we can have the optimum utilization of the already available resources. Similarly, migration monitoring system will help in a big way because we know as far as Gujarat is concerned, it is an industrial state and there are large number of in-migrants as well as out-migrants, and there is migration from one district to another district also. So we are using the migration monitoring system to monitor these migrant children. We have provided computer labs in the schools, and already out of around 33,000 government schools, the computers shall be provided to almost 22,000 upper primary schools. We will be using computer aided learning which will be interactive, user friendly, and teachers will also find it easy to explain, and overall the quality of teaching will definitely improve, and children will also get a feel of the use of technology, and we hope that they will be able to grasp the subject, the overall course content much better. These are some of the schools in which children are using the computer labs. As I mentioned, we are broadcasting various study lessons through our BISAC. Every year since last 3 years we are organizing a quality program, quality check program, which is known as Gunotsav. So this is also, it was recently organized, in which our Chief Minister, various ministers, various IAS, IPS officers and all the senior officers, they visited various schools for 3 continuous days, and it is survey of the quality of the education being provided. Similarly, we are using this ICT technology for the biometrics. We are catching the attendance of the teachers as well as the students, which is helping us in a great way in reducing the absence of teachers as well as the students. We can track them in a much better way. This is how it works. We are using other web-based applications. For example, computerized out-of-school children database, online recruitment of block MIS, then preparing a school directory. We are monitoring our cluster resource coordinators. So we are using ICT in a big way as far as primary education is concerned, and because of the RTE Act, now the fund is no problem. We are getting sufficient funds for a lot of works. We can do some new research, new surveys. We can implement new project also. So funds are available for whatever is to be done for providing a quality education to the school children. Now coming to the continuous and comprehensive evaluation. In Gujarat state, this is being done by GCRT, that is Gujarat Council of Educational Research and Training. So already the procedure has been initiated, and we are at an advanced stage as far as the CC is concerned. Now the discussions, various discussions, debate, etc. have taken place, and we have adopted few guidelines, which are: number one, there will be no formal test in standard 1 and 2. So there will be no formal tests in classes 1 and 2. Similarly, there will be no terminal exam, because we have started the piloting in 5 blocks in almost 500 schools. So there will be no terminal exams in these schools which are under the pilot scheme of the CCE. Now the weightage has also been decided. There will be a 60% weightage for the scholastic work and 40% weightage for co-scholastic subjects. So Earlier, what used to happen that 100% weightage was given to the scholastic things, scholastic subjects. But now it will be divided between the scholastic and non-scholastic subjects, 60 and 40%. Similarly, evaluation strategy shall be highly student-friendly, so that the children, they do not get intimidated, and it will be a student-friendly evaluation. Grading shall be applied in all the standards. Similarly, remedial teaching, because as soon as the overall picture will emerge regarding the boy or the girl, the child, then immediately remedial teaching, if required, shall be done by the same staff. So that will also be the part of the continuous and comprehensive evaluation. So this will help in the learning process as a whole. So since we are in a nascent stage as far as this CC is concerned, I'll be glad to know what is happening in of course other states are not present here. So the guest speakers, if they can throw some light, especially from CBSE and from their own experiences, and whatever discussion takes place, that will help the Gujarat state also to further strategize, further finalize our strategy for the assessment and the continuous and comprehensive evaluation of the children in the schools. So this is I wanted to say regarding the primary education, especially which is being the new thing which have been undertaken by the Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, Education Department as a whole, and I have got an opportunity to come here and discuss various aspects. So I thank the organizers also for inviting me. Thank you.